Purpose of this video is to explain and work as a tutorial for VS10 device for DJI Mavic drone. I'll show you what's in the box. In the box you will receive a few items. You will receive the launcher tube fully equipped with electronics in the back end. You will receive a charger tube or a loader tube for the spring, a parachute, charging cable, which can also be used as for the firmware upgrades, and then you will receive the kit for mounting the device, and then you will receive the harness rope separately. And I will actually be showing you how to put all this together. The first thing you need to do is you absolutely mandatory thing is to charge the tube. So you will have to take the charging cable, connect it to the USB port, and then you will connect this to the USB charger device. I will just use the power pack as a demonstration device here. So what happens, the tube will connect and you will see that the tube is flashing red. You need to charge the tube until the red flashing is finished. This will take about anything from 15 to 30 minutes depending on what kind of a factory charge is remaining on the battery at the time you start charging. Once the charging is finished, you will unplug the cable and you may try the tube functionality. The tube has one button. Once you press the button, the tube will turn on. At the same time, it will detect if the tube is loaded. Now the tube is not loaded yet, so we will hear the warning sign for the tube not loaded. So you will hear this tret, 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 tret. And the tube remains powered on for approximately 5 seconds. In this 5-second interval, normally you need to act. You could test the tube. I'll press again. You will get the green light, and then within the 5 seconds you may press the tube and you will get the flashing blue, meaning that now the trigger device is disarmed to armed status, and you may check everything is working normally, so you need to tilt a bit less than 90 degrees and you will hear a blip sound and the light will turn solid blue, indicating that the trigger has actually tried to deploy the parachute, but however, when the spring is not loaded, nothing more happens. So you can experiment this freely. Once you get the solid blue light, you can press the button again and you will get the sound, and the light changes to green, again shutting off in 5 seconds. So this is the cycle where you can actually practice to turn on the tube. Now again not loaded. You can actually then arm the unit and check that it actually deploys or tries to deploy something, and then you can just reset the deployment solid blue light. Now that we have shown you how to operate the single button on the device after you have charged the tube battery, it's time to actually load the tube spring. You will take the spring loader and firmly using your hand on the other end and the spring loader on the other end, you will press it until the piston locks down. Now you would be ready to test the device. Here it's very important to pay attention. You must never deploy the piston or launch the tube when there's no resistance. If you wish to try this, you must hold your hand on the other end. I can again turn on the tube, arm, and test for the piston. If I didn't hold my hand here, the piston will pop out and it will destroy the unit. So please don't do this. This is not under warranty. Now that we have tested the tube, we've seen it works, and we can put this aside. The next thing is you will receive a harness with the shackle. You will receive the parachute. Actually, I have another parachute here ready, which I will use for the demonstration. And because it's nicer, because it has Finnish flag colors, it's blue and white. I've already mounted the connecting rope through the loophole on the cap. I'm looking at the mounting hardware, which will go on top of your Mavic, and we have few rubber bands here. So this is everything you need in order to set it up on your DJI Mavic 2. I will be showing you how the paramount clip on the Mavic works and how to mount it, and I will be showing you how to load the tube and how to pack the parachute and how to set up the harness correctly. The paramount clip that will always stay on the Mavic has a double-sided tape. You need to use a degreaser in the area where you will glue it, and you will glue it all the way to the front so that the releasing slots will face towards the back of the device. And then once the tape is removed, you need to center it properly, put it all the way to the front, and once glued, in maybe 5 or 6 hours it will be impossible to remove it again. So I've done it for you. The clip holds the paramount, which will be mounted here, so that you put it the other side on the slot, and the other side you will turn in, and then you apply pressure and it will click on its place. It will hold very firmly. Actually, it will break before the glue comes loose. So it's absolutely very safe way to connect it. Once it's mounted, the right way to release it is to move it to the front. First time it's a little bit hard, but it will be a little bit smoother for the second or third time when you actually do this. You may try, and then you can release it. So this is the way. This will always remain on the device, but it's very sleek and slim, weighs only a few grams, so it shouldn't bother you when you're flying, and actually it's so low that it will allow you to mount the Mavic 2 on the normal carrying case without problems.